Local family gets ravaged by big pharma's greed.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
So it's a new week, so we're kicking off a new movie. I guess that's not true. I shouldn't say that because we actually release these every week. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Every week's a new week, pal.
I guess that's true. Every week's a new week. So anyways, we got a new movie we're doing now this week. And every new movie we break down, we do a trailer trash, which is where we watch the trailer and we trash it.
Yeah, this is all for all you first-time listeners out there. Loyal ITMT fans will know.
Yeah,
this is what we do.
I don't know. So Jared, why don't you tell us what are we getting into?
Yeah, we're watching Sweet Girl, new flick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just came out, Netflix.
Yeah.
But by just came out, I mean like a couple months ago. But
yeah, it was August, which yeah.
One of the most recent close to release movies that we've done.
Yeah, this might be the newest movie we've ever done.
I think so. So the premise here, in case you're not familiar, a devastated husband vows to bring justice to the people responsible for his wife's death while protecting the only family he has left, his daughter.
Okay.
It sounds like that local family got ravaged by big pharma.
I mean, this is a summary log line for many movies. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a vengeance tale, right?
Yeah. I mean, whatever configuration of vengeance it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the daughter that dies. Sometimes
right. Or it's the wife that dies, or
sometimes the husband. I've seen some vengeance.
Have we? Which is probably we're lacking a lot of that, aren't we? Have we seen that?
Probably. Yeah.
We definitely probably need more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Vengeance in all its forms really should be. We should do more of that.
Right. Right. There's no forgiveness.
Podcast.
There's no forgiveness. There's no forgiveness in movie world. Come on.
Yeah. ITMT doesn't forget.
Nope. We don't forget and we don't forgive. Off to a good start.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of, we've got fan service.
Shit, yeah. Let's do this.
We dive right in.
Yeah, let's keep moving. I don't know.
Why belay the excitement, right?
Yeah. Isn't belaying when you're at the bottom rope of someone rock climbing?
I think so, but it's like prevent.
Delay? Oh, no, yeah, belay. Prevent them from
delay.
Falling, right? Because you have to
prevent the excitement, right?
Yeah, prevent them. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's like I used it. So I could have said delay probably also, but
yeah, no, absolutely.
I think belay also works.
I've only known that phrase in rock climbing, so I don't know, but it probably means the same thing.
I know it from pirates, so
yeah, okay.
Big pirate fan.
Look at us. We're learning things.
Nautical boy. Oh, I've got another learning thing for us later too.
Nautical boy. That should be your hip hop name. Fucking nautical boy over there.
What up? This is Nautical Boy.
Sailing the seas of rhymes. All right. Let's get moving on your fan service.
Yeah. Oh boy. What a nightmare. Okay. So this is our first, I think, official business email that we've gotten besides meat related things.
Oh, wow. I haven't read this one. I don't read any of our emails. So
yeah, cool. I know. That's part of the benefit here.
Yeah. There's probably some email buried in there, by the way, is like, hey guys, this is Google. We'd love your podcast. I'm going to pay you millions of dollars. We haven't responded to them.
Yeah. We have like 80 emails from iHeartMedia.
Yeah. We're playing hard to get.
Yeah. Not interested. Yeah. Excuse me. Our brand is not sellouts as far as we know, right? Unless you want to pay us.
Unless the price is right. I mean, literally, you put enough zeros on there, we're signing up.
Yeah. Like 3.
Yeah. Actually, 3's enough. 3's enough.
Yeah. Anyway. We shouldn't undersell ourselves here. Which, I mean, if luckily we don't have any money or we could be hearing from this listener.
Oh boy.
So this comes from one-time collaborator, frequent cross promoter and listener. The podcast known as Worth Watching Once.
Okay.
With their creative subject line here of worth collecting once.
...
Yeah. They didn't hear me just say that we don't have any money, but we'll get to it.
Yeah. They'll hear it once they listen to this episode, but yeah.
Yeah. So Worth Watching Once begins. Hi, ITMT. Worth Watching Once legal team here to collect royalties. I know, which, first of all, I intimately know the Worth Watching Once team. Yeah. They do not have a legal team.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, who is it?
Yeah. I mean, one of the podcasters was a political science major in college. I think that's as close as they got to lawyering.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Our team is much bigger. Okay. Carry on.
Yes. So they're here to collect royalties on our episode White Noise Part 1. That's from a bit ago, in case you forgot.
Yeah, but everyone should go check it out. White Noise Part 1 with Michael Keaton.
The Keats.
Yeah. It's out there. You should listen.
Too much Keaton, as we discuss.
Okay. Yeah.
So Jared uses our term, in quotes here,
that's
worth
you.
Watching. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
To describe how watchable a movie is, and we would like to collect payment. You can hear this breach in contract at the 27-minute and 41-second mark.
Oh, wow.
So I have a lot to say here.
I do too. You go first. No. Okay. Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
Take it away.
First of all, I think Worth Watching are just a couple of words. Just a couple of words out having a good time with
Pretty sure you don't have them trademarked. There's no trademark there, Nope. So you didn't trademark the phrase. We got a copyright lawyer on our side, by the way, who I know, Ben, who doesn't listen. Yeah. So he doesn't listen to this, but maybe we'll have him on for an episode and talked about if we could trademark Worth Watching.
Yeah. We do have an ITMT legal team. I forgot.
Oh yeah. We got a divorce lawyer too. So yeah. We're backed up.
We probably should have had Ben look at this. Before I make inflammatory statements.
No, but I'm pretty sure you're good. I think you're right. So
okay. So yeah. Anyway,
actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna trademark the phrase "worth watching." So then every time they post their episodes, because their show is called "Worth Watching Once," we're gonna be like, you're in breach of So pay us money every time you post an episode.
One nickel, please.
See how the tables have turned.
How the turntables. So that's my first point. The second point is what contract?
Yeah.
I don't think we have a contract with anyone.
No.
Not even each other.
No, I don't think so.
Just our social bond and contract of
just to our listeners to deliver them the best content, verbal contract we have with our listeners to deliver the best content we possibly can.
How could I have forgotten our contract with the listeners to provide them with the best possible worst movie content?
Oral experience, AURAL experience they can possibly hear.
We're very oral. Great. What did you have to say about that?
Oh, no, you nailed it.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, perfect. Because then they continue.
Okay.
Please pay the value of one fanatic or equivalent chicken parm sandwiches, which... That's a great ITMT throwback.
It is. So they're listeners. So,
oh yeah, they're avid listeners, which is why I don't understand the point. Like, why are you trying to shut us down?
Yeah. I don't like this.
One fanatic would bankrupt us. That's like $3,000.
Yeah, that would shut down everything we have here, everything we've built, this entire empire we've designed and built.
Yeah, let's just say. Chicken parm sandwich is going for, what, $10 these days?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if you get a small to eat 75, you get a large, probably like around 10, 12, $11. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's 30,000 chicken parm sandwiches. We can't afford that.
No.
That's crazy.
I eat those. Yeah, no, that would, no, absolutely not.
You know how many trucks we'd have to fill up with chicken parm? Just
like 14 dump trucks worth. No, not happening.
Yeah, so then they proceed to write my address.
Yeah, probably don't read that out. I wouldn't read that.
Probably. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. Which is the offices of Worth Watching One Studios as well.
Yeah, slash ITMT, ITMT Studios. So
right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And if you have any questions, they finish this email with, if you have any questions, you can reach us by simply streaming any Netflix original movie at max volume, and we'll hear the call and come straight to you, which fair enough.
Yeah.
I will do that probably later on.
I think this was all just a PR stunt. And I think we just ended up promoting Friends of Ours podcast.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Damn it.
Fooled again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, Three times a lady, as they say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Damn it. They don't have a legal team. They just want us to say they're fine.
Yeah, well, worth watching once. Don't watch, listen to their podcast, I guess.
Yeah, but watch the movies they talk about.
Right. Which is the premise of their podcast.
That whole plug wasn't planned, by the way. That wasn't.
No. It was that's a real listener email. So don't forget, you can also send us emails, and apparently we'll read anything.
As you can
whether
tell.
It's, yeah,
unless
whether
it's personal,
promotional,
unless it's PII and like personal addresses, we're not reading.
Even then, I might read it if it's not mine. Yeah, you maybe do a little extra work in the editing side on your end, but
yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, something to suggest to do.
Yeah, but yeah, send us an email. We'll read whatever. If it's about meat, if it's about other podcasts, if it's about whatever you want.
Yeah,
we'll read it. We love you.
All right, so that's cool. Fan service.
Yeah.
Let's get into this trailer, right?
Let's do it.
All right, trailer time.
Sweet girl.
And sweet overhead shot of Pittsburgh.
Oh, is it Pittsburgh? I was going to ask you. I didn't recognize it.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh. Yeah, so we get it just opens on, sweet nighttime city shot of Pittsburgh.
It's a great shot. I mean, this looks like a nice city. So bravo, Pittsburgh. You look good at night.
Have you been to Pittsburgh?
Passing through.
I've been there a couple times. I was actually just there not too long ago, and it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. I went to funny enough, in a minute, we were going to talk about the next scene. Basically, he's like on top of PNC Park, which is the baseball, where the Pittsburgh Pirates play.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the best baseball parks I've ever been to. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Interesting.
Great
park.
park.
I mean, as far as cities go, like Pittsburgh, in my experience, like that, I have a barometer for cities. The worst city I've ever been to is Binghamton, New York. Shout out to Binghamton, New York. If you live there,
sorry,
get out. If you live there, leave. And yeah, it's way better than Binghamton. So huge win.
Yeah, no, Pittsburgh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous from this shot. That was the point of what we were going for, right?
Oh, yeah, they get the bridges, they get the water. That's always nice. So whatever.
Yeah, mines, maybe a coal mine or two. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Steel mines. You mine the steel? You mine the iron to make the steel?
Okay, all right. Anyways, for some reason I saw this and I thought of other movies that were filmed in Pittsburgh off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, you ready for this one?
Sure. I can't name a single one, so go on.
I named two off the top of my head. I was just like, oh yeah, other famous Pittsburgh movies include She's Out of My League.
I like that one.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's fun.
It's a fun rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sudden Death, Jean-Claude Van Damme action movie.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, takes place during Game 7 of the NHL Stanley Cup. So,
which one?
Not a real one because it was the Blackhawks versus the Pittsburgh Penguins, which wouldn't make sense at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, fun stuff. All right, so we get the shot of the city, and then we get Jason Momoa running along a bridge.
Yeah. Are you going to struggle with his name the whole time?
I think so, a little bit, because I actually misspelled his name here, so it's actually M-O-M-O-A. Not Momoa. It's Momoa.
Momoa.
Mamma mia. So he's just running along a bridge, and then we get a little voiceover of him talking about like the past being like a dream, and then we get some cop chatter over radio saying he's armed and dangerous.
Yeah, it's like very GTA San Andreas, which I love.
Oh, 100%.
Like my favorite thing was like getting ripped in San Andreas and then like climbing up on roofs and shit and like running away from the police, just like Jason Momoa is here.
Yeah, GTA, don't change. You're influencing movies.
The best.
This also felt like kind of like a big build up to like a big scene in the movie, though.
Yes. Yeah, this feels like the climax. I agree.
Yeah. So, and then he's on top of PNC Park, where the Pittsburgh Pirates play there, and he's talking about like images and feelings that offer some truth about how we got here. And I'm like, all right, where are we going with all this talk here?
A lot of mumbo jumbo for you, and there's like a helicopter shining a light on him while he's on the rooftop at this point.
A lot of Momoa jumbo here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to him still doing voiceover about how details are blurred with time as he was like looking in a mirror with photos, like I think of his wife and daughter.
Well, this is before that, wasn't it? When they had like the quick cut of his daughter blowing out a candle.
It's all at the same time.
It's that same scene. Okay,
yeah. It's literally like all at the same time. It's like whatever your cut or this one, they're all like within.
Okay. It's like half a second for each of them too. It's super quick. One of them, I don't know if you caught it. I happened to pause the trailer at just the right second. It's like the scariest picture I've ever seen. So we can use it on Instagram or something maybe, of Jason Momoa like jumping out at this hospital birthday party. But the way that I caught it, like everyone else in the background is kind of standing still, and he's like just kind of blurry, like a blurry like mammoth in the front. Like he's a monster of a human being. He's huge.
Oh yeah, he's massive. But because like this was like that was a series. That was the end of like a series of quick cuts of like daughter blowing out candles, shots of like the wilderness, hiking, and then I thought he was dancing in a hospital, and then like hugging, and then a hand like against like a glass or something, right?
Right. At one point, he was like kissing somebody, which I thought might have been his daughter, but I hope not.
I think it was his wife. I looked up everyone, and yeah, it was his wife. Yeah,
smart.
Because I thought the same thing. I was like,
is it that kind of movie? Is this Woody Allen? Are you directing this one?
Guest director. And then we get the title card, Netflix film, right?
Yep.
So then, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that after that we cut to Jason Momoa, and I thought it was his daughter like hiking in the woods, gazing longingly at each other, and I was like, wait, what is this? That kind of movie? But then I realized that was the mom.
They're hiking, they're camping, having lovely family moments, right?
And then that itself is a flashback, because then it cuts to the daughter saying, I had a dream last night. Remember that trip we took with mom in the woods? That's so vague. No, I have no memory of being in the woods one time with you and your mom. Sure.
And then I don't know, like at this point, I don't know what you're feeling, but like I feel like I was getting like a lot of vibes of this like memory, dreamy type stuff. Yep. And I'm hoping that doesn't really play a part in the movie.
Yeah. I'm worried that the first half hour is going to be flashbacks.
Yeah. Or there's gonna be some, I don't know what it is yet, but it could really play out really poorly if, I don't know. I have sinking suspicions, but so then we get the family chilling by a campfire, and then mom starts singing "Sweet Child of Mine," right?
Yep. Oh no, wait, no.
What do you got?
She wasn't singing "Sweet Child of Mine," was she?
Yeah, she started singing "Sweet Child of Mine." She said like there was like a quick shot of like the mom holding the daughter, and she started saying "Sweet Child of Mine." That's why it cues into "Sweet Child of Mine," the song.
But okay, never mind. Never mind.
What do you?
I don't know. I totally missed that, because I'm like, because later on when they actually start playing the song, they make it sound like it's like somebody's like a mom singing. It's like a weird acoustic quick cut of like, oh sweet child. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, they blend it slowly, so it's like that was like a lead in of like that's clearly the song.
There's so many things in between. Yeah.
The mom sang to the daughter, and then of course they turned that into the song that we hear as the audience is like part of the trailer.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that must have blocked it out.
Yeah, and then it starts kind of picking up, picking up where they take just the vocal tracks of like "Sweet Child of Mine," like start kind of slowly building it up.
Right. Well, because before that, they start building up the plot where they're talking about like my wife was supposed to get started on a new medication.
Yeah, because then the tone just jumps, right? So they get this whole the first bit was like, or this little bit we just left was like all the the family, establishing the family situation, right? And then they get into like the daughter saying she misses mom and their family, and then the tone shifts because like Jason's like, his like wife is supposed to start this new medication to a doctor. Obviously, clearly, mom is sick. And then I guess we get like the big plot motivation point where random doctors like says that the drug company that makes that drug that she needed was pulled off the market.
Right. Which, sure. I don't know. Like everything already feels so implausible just from the first like couple of sentences. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. And then we get into kind of now shifting into the action side of things, right? We see him like hitting the gym bag, whatever, punching, boxing the, punching bag, whatever. Yeah. And this was definitely like a, just so you know, he can handle himself type of moment. Yeah.
In case you forgot, he's ripped, and that's why we cast him as this part.
Yes. And if there's any action that comes after this, you'll understand that he can handle it because he, trains in a gym.
Yeah. How heavy-handed.
And then there's like the kind of like bigger kind of plot moving on here where we get the newscast kind of like in the background, right? It's like weirdly like at the gym or something, and like he's watching, and then some guy from some drug company guy, I'm guessing, just being grilled by some news anchor about how they're paying competitors to take drugs off the market and it's immoral.
Yeah.
The drug company guy just looks like, woof. Thank God we got a ton of money to fix this problem.
Yeah. Next scholar, which then for some reason they take phone calls on this show. And Jason Momoa calls in and literally goes, if my wife dies, it's your death sentence.
And that is like, pretty sure that's a death threat.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't just...
You can't do that.
Like, don't they screen people to make sure, they're not heavy breathing? Like they just came out of the gym.
Yes.
It's just like, what?
They do.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of appreciate where this movie's going. I think of like, oh, sure. We can talk about the morality of pharmaceutical companies and whatever. Like
100%.
Yeah. Interesting topic if we actually dove into it.
100%. Agreed.
Don't think we're going to.
No, you just gotta have a reason to, I guess, fight. There was a quick cut of just before that though. There was like a shot of the daughter also in the gym. She was like working the bag too, just to show that she can also handle herself as well, I guess. So I don't know, but yeah. So we're left with Jason Momoa basically giving this big pharma guy death threat.
Well, he's on the phone with somebody, presumably a rep from the pharmaceutical company or something, and like I couldn't really hear what he was saying. Did you?
Yeah, so it wasn't a rep. So it took me. If you watch it, when you get later in the trailer, you figure out what this phone call is from. He's on a phone call with someone saying he's like, "Hey, I can help you get you justice for what happened to your wife. Clearly, the wife is dead."
I thought they were talking about getting the medication.
No, so I think this is the journalist. This is the journalist aspect that comes like 10 seconds later from this.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And it's also the really most annoying thing when I don't know. Have you ever been on a phone call and someone is in the room with you and they're like, what are they saying? Who is it?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yes.
The daughter does that. I'm like, I can't talk to you while I'm talking to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, that's one of my pet peeves. I forgot about that until I saw this trailer.
Mm-hmm. And that's when we get the line from the guy being like, yeah, local family gets ravaged by big pharma's greed. It's a good story.
Yeah. Right. And I was like, oh, this must be great. It sounds like a great headline. Must be a journalist he was talking to. Right.
Right. That makes more sense now when you say it that way.
Mm-hmm. Just got to work backwards to get forward. Yeah.
Then we get like quick cut of Jason Momoa hilariously screaming in the hospital. Like,
yeah,
he's like on his knees in the hallway, just like yelling at the top of his lungs. I know it's supposed to be sad, but it's very funny.
Yeah, it doesn't work all that way. And then we get a shot of cut to like a subway, and then this journalist guy, we think he's been talking to on the phone. Yeah, he's like, we can blow this thing wide open, and blah blah. They're chatting on the train, and then someone comes out of nowhere and stabs the journalist dude.
Yep.
And then we get
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's. Did you say someone? It's Jason Momoa, right? That's like stabbing the guy.
No, it's just some random guy. Yeah, it's just some random guy.
Well, because then he does like end up getting into a big bus fight. Is it the guy that was doing the stabbing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so confused about this trailer.
No, don't worry about it. No, it's like if you like, it's just like it cuts kind of.
I only watched it once. Yeah,
I watched it a couple times.
Makes sense.
So this guy stabs a journalist, and then all of a sudden it's Jason Momoa versus the stabber, and then all of a sudden it's then the daughter comes in and she jumps in the fight, and then Jason Momoa just knocks him out of the train window, and then we cue up the GNR Sweet Child of Mine, full force now.
Yeah,
that feels like it's gonna be like the what they would call the inciting incident type of moment. It feels like the journalist getting stabbed is like, all right, now you're in serious shit now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get some sad driving.
Yeah, some sad driving, and this is when we get like really starts amping up the Sweet Child of Mine stuff.
Oh,
somebody shady talking to him about, we know who you are.
There's nowhere to hide. Yeah.
Then there's like a shotgun blast in the woods for some reason.
Yeah, bad guy. I think it was just blowing something up. I don't know. Yeah.
Right, and then I feel bad. I keep saying the daughter, Isabella. Is it Merced?
I think it's Merced. Yeah,
Merced.
Yeah.
She's like, people are going to come after us, aren't they? And Jason goes, "We need to go." Like, what? What's happening in this movie? Like,
we need to get out of here. There's a jumping around between like being in the city and then being out in like the wilderness and the snow covered like wilderness, right?
Yep.
So, and then we get a title card, our first title card.
Yep.
This August.
Impressive. So useful.
I think just remove. I mean, I guess they just it's August happens every year, so right. That means you can play a trailer whenever. And be like, oh, it's coming out this August.
Mm-hmm. Forever.
And then Sweet Child of Mine is full bore. We are cranked. We are in the
slash zone. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we're a lot of good guitar.
And then we get some dude like hunting in the hallway with a gun. He's like doing his thing. And this is where the action part of the trailer just kicks in, right? And then Jason wakes up, and then basically just a bunch of action.
Startlingly.
Yeah, he's like
he somehow hears these guys down the hallway.
Someone's here. My hair could hear it.
He does have great hair.
He does have great hair. Yeah. And then there's action, and I think what looks like a local motel, because then he just tackles this guy out the window. He tackles a lot of people out of windows. Tackles, but
yeah, it's not great for insurance, probably
for a lot of things, but yeah. I don't know. And then we get another shot of Pittsburgh, beautiful Pittsburgh this time of year.
Yep, gorgeous. We get Isabella Merced saying, "Dad, what are you planning to do?" As there's another quick cut of Jason Momoa beating someone with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, that's good. That's a classic. That's a good move, right?
Yeah. Those are heavy.
Yeah. They can not only die out fires, they can die out fights. So yeah, he's just kicking ass. And then he's got some dude. He's got a knife to some dude's throat, and the guy's like, "You have no idea what you got into." It's like, oh,
kind of seems like he does.
Yeah, seems like he's
got weapons apparently.
He's got fire extinguishers. He's got knives. I don't know. He seems. I don't know. Then we get another title card. Fight for Family.
Yeah, because this is actually a Fast and the Furious sequel,
right?
After all, I knew it.
It's a offshoot, right?
Fast 6.5. Yeah.
And then we get the photo of the wife.
Yeah.
End of days. He's like, I need to make sense of this. Pretty good. Yeah, it's a good Jason Momoa voice. Then we get daughter, and dad hugging in a wintry landscape.
Dadder,
the old dadder,
and she says, "I know you're fighting for us."
Is that your dada?
And then there's more beatings.
Yep.
And the title card, "Fight for Justice."
Yep.
And then she says, "But this is my fight too." She wants in on the beatings, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and then it cuts to like a bunch of craziness of like a bunch of Chevys basically driving and running over road spikes and crashing, and then
which I just learned last week are called caltrops. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Oh,
sorry, bud.
I didn't. No, it's okay. Did you know that it's illegal to manufacture and sell them, but it's not illegal to have 3D printing plans to make your own?
Oh, it's like having a black box, right? It's illegal to buy them in certain states, but it's okay to sell them.
Right. So do with that information what you will, listeners.
Yeah. Okay.
Caltrops could be useful for you.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
The reason I know that word is from like all the Assassin's Creed games I've ever played.
Oh, that makes perfect. It's from video games. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's where most education comes from, right?
Yep. No, you're right.
Caltrops. So they have a bunch of Chevys running over caltrops, crashing, and then a daughter is going crazy in a punching bag, really building up the fact that she can fight as well. And Sweet Child of Mine, we're in like the the last portion of Sweet Child of Mine, which it's really amping, right? And then we get more shots of him, Jason kicking ass, some dude blowing something up at a bridge, more bag punching. Then we get title card, Jason Momoa, and then shot of him walking, like all Jason Momoa like. And we get another title card, Isabella Merced, and a shot of her in a baseball cap, just looking.
Yep,
pretty badass.
Just existing. Yep. Then we get cuts of Jason Momoa looking at other people.
Right. Yep. And then we get I think we get like the big kind of like plot thing that's going to happen here, right? The bad dude telling Jason that, you knew going after powerful people was dangerous business, blah, blah, blah. And then we get a shot of like a senator at a campaign rally. Oh boy, plot thickens.
Oh no.
That pharma money, it runs deep in.
Yep. This is when Jason Momoa fires a rocket launcher at a car on a bridge?
I have no idea. Is that what happened? I don't.
Yeah, well, that was right before the ambulance flips over.
Oh, was it okay? It's a pretty quick series of cuts here. All cut to Sweet Child of Mine's beats here. So,
yep.
I guess there's a rocket launcher on a bridge, and an ambulance flipping over, and then Jason jumping from building to building while a bad dude shoots at him, and then
yep, daughter's in the mix now too.
Yeah, and then there's like a tow truck, and then the daughter's in a pool. I think it was the daughter, and then I don't know, a bunch of other quick cut stuff that just kind of paces nicely with Sweet Child of Mine.
Yep.
And then we're back to the beginning of the trailer. We're back on the top of PNC Park there, and
finally,
it's been a run here. And we get the daughter's voiceover. As long as we're together, we're family.
Because again, this is Fast 6.5.
Yep. And then Jason Momoa just jumps off into the river.
Dramatically screams and jumps off the building right into the river.
And I'd also like to call at this point, as many of the comments called out on YouTube, because I scrolled down to the comments, he's Aquaman, so he's fine.
True. Great point.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. YouTube commenters, they are just on top of their game. So
wait, this isn't Fast 6.5. This is an Aquaman prequel?
Yeah, this is a fast Aquaman. This is a fast, this is a furious Aqua. Fast and Aqua, Furious Man. 6.
Yeah.
The fastest Aqua.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Furious Man.
Yeah. Furious Man.
Fast Aqua, Furious Man. Right? I don't know. And we get the final title card. Yeah. And we get the final title card.
Yeah. The end.
Sweet Girl. Netflix.
Yeah. What the fuck?
So there we are.
Yeah.
What are your overall thoughts? Let's start there.
Overall thoughts are this looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not excited about it.
Yep.
But it seems action packed, and
I don't disagree. I was like, this isn't the worst trailer we've seen.
No, it's not.
So our voices are going higher.
Yeah, it's definitely not the worst.
It's not the worst, even for a generic action movie, but it looks like that. Usually the use of some classic rock, I guess. I mean, yeah, Sweet Child of Mine is classic rock at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
Is usually a bad sign. I've found. I don't know. There's a lot of movies that use classic rock, and when you hear that, and it's like, yeah, because this is a great song, and they're cutting it to the music. Yeah, and I think it's more to fire it up, but it's not a good movie, So I'm feeling that. I think my general expectations their attempt at tackling some bigger current world issue with the big pharma stuff, that storyline is just going to be muddied and fall flat.
Yeah. I hope not. I hope that the trailer is actually all of the not that parts that they got out of the way, and then the movie is going to be like a scathing indictment of
big pharma,
the healthcare system in this country, right?
Yeah. I also have a feeling that maybe Big Pharma paid a lot of reviewers to give it a low score because Big Pharma. Big Pharma always wins,
No, that's a good call too. Maybe it's not ITMT worthy.
Who knows, right? Maybe it's just so low scored because, you get that little extra couple zeros and you're.
Yeah, which Moderna, if you want to sponsor the podcast, local upstart, not sure if you've heard of them. Little pharma company called Moderna. We know you got some bucks these days.
Throw us some.
Yeah. Sponsor our podcast our way. We'll keep saying Moderna a bunch.
Yeah. Get the vaccine.
Yeah, get vaccinated. See, we're promoting your shit that somebody else already paid for. Damn it.
All right. So predictions. What do you got? What do you think? Do you want to?
Yeah. Which listener? We've been tossing around making this into a more formal segment, practical predictions or how it ends. I don't know. So if you've got ideas for a name for this segment, Russ and I haven't decided yet or even thought of any good ones. But
yeah, I think I might have a good one. Predictable predictions. Oh. That's pretty good, right?
Predictable prediction, sure. Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad because they're not,
Yeah. So let us know what you think. You have to listen to it.
Right.
We're going to do it anyway. So why not have a say in what we call it?
I like that idea. Give the power back. Just a little bit.
Power to the players, right?
Yes. Right.
Anyway.
So I don't know. I wrote down like a bunch of like crazy ones.
Yeah. Fire them off.
All right. Here are my fun predictions. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's all just a dream, but it's induced by big pharma drugs, right?
Oh, okay. So this is like the soma coma that we're all in.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Big pharma, big pharma wins, right?
Sure.
They're all actually in a big pharma test facility in a drug-induced coma as test subjects for the next big drug. Big pharma wins.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Right. Wife isn't actually dead, but they have to keep paying big pharma for the drug to keep the wife alive. That's a pretty crazy twist, right?
I mean, it would be. Yeah.
It's kind of fucked, right?
Yeah.
Big pharma wins.
Right. And insurance.
Yeah.
Which I guess is part of the whole.
It's all part of the whole conglomerate that we know is.
What else you got?
This one's a little more straightforward. I'm going to say Jason and the daughter are both killed by big pharma. Big pharma wins.
Yep. I could see that.
Kind of solves the problem, right?
Yep.
Jason dies. Daughter grows up and ends up working for big pharma because they pay the fucking bills.
Totally. Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
Big pharma wins. This one I'm kind of into. This is a good twist. Jason dies. Daughter grows up and becomes a senator because she wants to make change, but then gets that first campaign check from big pharma. Big pharma wins.
Yeah, didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one, though, right?
Yeah.
And then what I think is a little bit more realistic, my real thought here is that Jason, I think he definitely dies. There's no way he lives. But I think the daughter is the one who gets whatever the final vengeance or something, right? She's got to do something. She's got to be, because like they keep building her up through the trailer of like, I want to fight too, and her training, whatever, and then. Maybe it's something where she gets the story out to like another journalist because we saw the first journalist dies, but I think it comes down to her at the very end. And I think Jason Momoa dies.
Yeah.
That's my rule.
Big pharma wins.
Big pharma, yeah. Because they're going to squash that story and kill that guy too. So
right. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here's what I think happens or what I wish would happen.
Yeah. I mean, some of these are wishful thinking.
Yeah. Nobody dies. Except for the mom. But Jason and Isabella both get jobs working for Big Pharma and not the jobs you think.
Security team.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. They get jobs as the new hitmen to take out the people who are threatening Big Pharma and spin off a franchise. Big Pharma wins.
Big Pharma wins. And they recruit girls to be the ones who are now part of the security team. And then the sequel could be called Sweet Girls.
Oh my God. Amazing. Wait, then it becomes, what's that crappy movie we just watched with Samuel L. Jackson?
Can't spring that shit on me. Barely Lethal.
Yeah, then it becomes Barely Lethal.
Oh,
huh.
Yep. Well, that's pretty good.
You're welcome. You're welcome, the movies. Yeah, so my ending is this turns into a setup for Barely Lethal.
Okay. All right, that's pretty good. I actually can't wait to see what happens.
I can.
Yeah.
I'm not psyched about it.
Yeah, me neither. All right, well that's it. That's our predictions. That's kind of our overall thoughts. It's a trailer. We've trashed it. We've done our part, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I don't know. Is there anything? Do you have anything else? Is that it? Are we wrapping this up? Calling it?
Say that sentence again.
Are we done?
Yes, we're done. I just had a thing. I don't know out of nowhere. My stupid YouTube music. Russ and I were complaining about. You can cut all this if you want to.
That's fine.
Russ and I were complaining about YouTube music and at the beginning, before we start recording, and for some unknown reason, it just started playing, blasting the metal music that I was listening earlier in the background in my headphones over what you were saying. So I couldn't hear anything. I was just like, oh, I saw your mouth moving. And I was like, I can't pause.
It would have been better if it was Sweet Child of Mine, but
yeah, no, it's a band called Acid Mammoth.
Don't know them.
Check them out, dude. Great new album. Shout out to Acid Mammoth.
If you want to be in the podcast. No, you can't be. No. Get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you. That would be amazing. Fuck you was intended for Acid Mammoth.
Oh, yeah. I was like, not me, right?
No. God, you're already on the podcast.
All right. Well, I think we're done, right? We've trashed this trailer. We're good.
Yep. On to part 1 and inevitable part 2.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for listening. As always, we'll be back next week with our full breakdown. Part 1 on Tuesday, part 2 on Thursday. But in the meantime, you should follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, and we're ITMT Pod on Twitter. And wherever you listen to us, subscribe, please. We are on every, I think, podcast platform there possibly is. So get out there.
Yeah.
Hit a subscribe, a like, or whatever the hell you do. I don't know how it works, but do it.
Yeah. Follow, I think, on Spotify. Subscribe on others. But
whatever.
Yeah. And while you're there, you could also leave us a little review. That would be appreciated, especially if you listen to us on Apple, right?
That's a great idea. Yeah.
5 stars is appreciated as always, but however many you
4 is fine too, but we'll take 5.
Yeah, ideally 5. And if you're feeling old fashioned, you can just send us an email like Worth Watching Once legal team did earlier.
Go ahead.
At It's This Meets That. Try
and make a cease and desist. Anything.
Yeah. At gmail.com. I like it when it's broken up that way. And as always, you can find all of our episodes, the whole ITMT back catalog at our website, brought to you by Russ. It's thismeetsthat.com.
Oh, yeah. Check it out.